right, welcome in everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. Today we are going to be continuing reading the book of Isaiah. We are reading chapters 5, 6, and 7 today. And it says, chapter 5 says, God's people are his vineyard. Now I will sing a song about his vineyard. And the one love my beloved on a very fertile hill. He plowed it and took out all the rocks and planted his vineyard. Excuse me. With the choicest vines, he built a watchtower and cut a winepress in the rocks. Then he waited for the harvest, but the grapes that grew were wild and sour, and not at all the sweet ones. He expected, now, men of Jerusalem and Judah, have you heard the case? You be the judge, you be the judges, and or what more could I have done? Why did my vineyard give up or yeah, give me wild grapes instead of sweet? I will tear down the fence and let my vineyard grow or go to pasture to be of sweet what pasture to be trampled by cattle and sheep. I won't prune it or hoe it, but let it be overgrown with briars and thorns. I will command the clouds not to rain on it anymore. I have given you the story of God's people. They are the vineyard that I spoke about. Israel and Judah are his pleasant acreage. He expected them to yield a crop of justice, but found bloodshed instead. He expected righteousness, but the cries of deep operation met his ears. You buy up property so others have no place to live. Your homes are built on great estate so you can be alone in the midst of the earth. But the Lord Almighty has sworn your awful fate. With my own ears I heard him say, many a beautiful home will lie deserted, their owners killed or gone. An acre of vineyard will not produce a gallon of juice. 10 bushels of seed will yield a 1 bushel crop. Woe to you who get up early in the mornings to go on long drinking bouts that last till late at night. Woe, you drunken bums, you furnish lovely music to your grand parties. The orchestras are superb, but for the Lord you have no thought or care that I have done so much for you. Your great and honored men will starve, and the common people will die of thirst. Hell is licking its chops, and antips in anticipation of this delicious morsel. Jerusalem, her great and small shall be swallowed up, and all her drunken throngs or thorns in the day. The highly, the haughty shall be brought down to the dust. The proud shall be humbled, but the Lord Almighty is exalted above all. For the for He alone is holy, just, and good. In those days, flocks will feed among the ruins, lambs and calves and kids will pasture there. Woe to those who drag their sins behind them like a bullock on a rope. They even mock the Holy One of Israel and dare the Lord to punish them. Hurry up and punish us, O Lord, they say. We want to see what you can do. They say that what is right and wrong, what is wrong is right. That black is white and white is black. Bitter is sweet and sweet is bitter. Woe to those who are wise and shrewd in their own eyes. Woe to those who are heroes when it comes to drinking and boast about the liquor they can hold. They take bribes to prevent justice, letting the wicked go free and putting innocent men in jail. Therefore, God will deal with them and burn them. They will disappear like straw on fire. Their roots will not, or they will rot. They'll, their flowers wither, for they have thrown away the laws of God and, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. Wait, yeah. That is why the anger of the Lord is hot people, against his people. That is why he has reached out his hand to smash them. The hills will tremble, and the rotting bodies of his people will be thrown as refuse refuse in the streets. But even so, his anger is not ended. His hand is heavy on them still. He will send a signal on the nations far away, whistling to those at the end of the earth, and they will come racing toward Jerusalem. They never weary, never stumble, never stop. Their belts are tied, their bootstraps strong. They run without stopping for rest or for sleep. Their arrows are sharp, their bows are bent, sparks fly from their horses' hoofs, and the wheels of their chariots spin like the wind. They wind uh, they roar like lions, pounce upon the prey. They seize my people and carry them off into captivity, with none to rescue them. They growl over their victims. Bear with me, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's continue reading chapter 5. Alright, like the roaring of the sea over all Israel lies a pool of darkness and sorrow, and the heavens are black. Okay, that was Isaiah chapter 5. This is Isaiah chapter 6, what I'm about to read. God commissions Isaiah. The year King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord. He said he was sitting on a lofty throne, and the temple was filled with his glory. Hovering above him were mighty six-winged angels of fire. With two of their wings they covered their faces with Cronus. They sang, wait, with two others they covered their feet. With two they flew in the great and a full chorus. They sang, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. The whole earth is filled with his glory. South or such singing is, or it was It shook the temple to its foundations, and suddenly the entire sanctuary was filled with smoke. Then I said, my doom is sealed, for I am foul mouthed sinner. I am a foul mouthed sinner, a member of a sinful mouthed race, and I have looked upon the King of the Lord, the King, the Lord of heaven's armies. Then one of the mighty angels flew over to the altar and with a pair of tongs picked out a burning coal. He touched my lips with it and said, now you are pronounced not guilty, because this coal has touched your lips. Your sins are all forgiven. Then I heard the Lord asking, whom shall I send as a messenger to my people? Who will go? And I said, Lord, I'll go, send me. And he said, yes, go, but tell my people this. Though you hear my words repeatedly, you won't understand them. Though you watch and watch as I perform my miracles, still you won't know what they mean. Dull their understanding, close their ears and shut their eyes. I don't want them to see or hear or to understand or to turn to me to heal them. Then I said, Lord, how long will it be before they are ready to listen? And he replied, not until their cities are destroyed without a person left, and the whole country is an utter wasteland, and they are all taken away as slaves to other countries far away, and all the land of Israel lies deserted. Yet a tenth, a remnant, will serve or survive, and though Israel is invaded again and again and destroyed, yet Israel will be like a tree cut down, whose stump will still lives to grow again. That was Isaiah chapter 6, and this is Isaiah chapter 7, what I'm about to read. Emmanuel, God with us. During the reign of Ahaz, the son of Jotham and grandson of Uzziah, Jerusalem was attacked by King Rezin of Syria, and King Pekah of Israel, the son of Remaliah, Remaliah, but it has it was not taken. The city stood. However, when the news came to the royal court, Syria is allied with Israel against us. The hearts of the king and his people trembled with fear as the trees of the forest shake in the storm. Wow. Then the Lord said to Isaiah, "Go out to meet King Ahaz, you and share Jashub, your son. You will find him in the end of the aqueduct, which leads from Gihon spring to the upper reservoir near the road, and leads down to the bleaching field. Tell him to quit worrying. Tell him he need not be frightened by the fierce anger of those two has-beens. Rezin and Pekah, yes, the king of Syria and Israel, are coming against you. They say, we will invade Judah and throw her people into panic. Then we'll fight our way to Jerusalem and install the son of Tabal as their king. Fight our way to Jerusalem. Wait, I already read that. But the Lord God says, this plan will not succeed, for Damascus will remain the capital of Syria alone. King Rezin's kingdom will not increase in boundaries. And within 65 years, Ephraim too will be crushed and broken. Samaria is the capital of Ephraim, and alone, and King Pekah's power will not increase. You don't believe me. If you want me to protect you, you must learn to believe what I say. Not long after this, the Lord sent this further message to King Ahaz. Ask me for a sign, Ahaz, to prove that I will indeed crush your enemies, as I have said. Ask anything you like in heaven or on earth. But the king refused. He said, I'll not bother the Lord with anything like that. Then Isaiah said, O house of David, you aren't satisfied to exhaust my patience. You exhaust the Lord's as well. Alright, then the Lord Himself will choose the sign. A child shall be born but to a virgin, and she shall call him Emmanuel, meaning God is with us. By the time this child is weaned and knows right from wrong, the two kings you feared so much, the kings of Israel and Syria, will both be dead. But later on, the Lord will bring a terrible curse on you, on your nation, and your family. Therefore, or there will be terror such as not been such as has not been known since the division of Solomon's empire into Israel and Judah. The mighty king of Assyria will come with his great army. At that time, the Lord will whistle for the army of Upper Egypt and the and of Assyria to swarm down upon you like flies and destroy you like bees, to sting and to kill. They will come to vast hordes, spreading across the whole land, even into the desolate valley and caves, thorn parts as well as to all the fertile acres in the day the Lord will take this razor, these Assyrians you have hired to save you, and use it on you to shave off everything you have, your land, your crops, your people. When you're finally stop when they finally stop plundering, the whole nation will be pasture land, a pasture land, whose whole flocks and herds will be destroyed, and a farmer will be fortunate to have a cow and two sheep left. But the abundant pasture land will yield plenty of milk, and everyone left will live on curds and wild honey. At that time, the lush vineyards will become patches of briars. All the land will be on vast thornfield, a haunting ground overrun by wildlife. No one will go to the fertile hillsides where once the gardens grew, for thorns will cover them. Cattle, sheep, and goats will gaze there. Alright, that was Isaiah chapter 7, and that's where we're going to stop for today. I hope y'all enjoyed. And thank you for joining me today for the daily Bible study. And I will see y'all in the next one. God bless and thank you for watching.